continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena, where today the Adrian College Bulldogs Women ACHA Division II hockey team will be taking on the Cougars from Sault College. Hello, everybody. I am your host today, Dakota Schneider. Joined alongside with me is Sean Whitmer on his very first call. How are you feeling today, Sean?
Feeling great. This is going to be a great day for some hockey, and we're going to get to see two teams that versed a lot last year go head-to-head.
Awesome. Right off the bat, the Cougars are going to take charge, taking it back to their own line, past the blue line now over to center ice is number 22. Moving it back now, that's going to be an offsides call.
It's a sloppy start to a little bit of hockey, but nothing that they can't get better and continue on.
Absolutely. Maybe not having as much form, but still nonetheless having a lot of drive and speed right off the drop. Cougars now taking it back. A little bit of a sliced pass now going into the possession of the Bulldogs. Moving it back and forth. Possession now back to the Cougars, just barely holding on to it. This is going to go back all the way to the left corner. Now going behind the Bulldogs' goal, where number 33, Jordan Hunt, resides as the starting goalkeeper for today's matchup for the Bulldogs. Morgan McCarrigan now trying to send it all the way back. Cougars taking possession, now taking it once again past neutral territory over to the Bulldog zone. Wide pass over to the center, over to number 6 for the Cougars. Now a bit of back and forth. Shot on goal is just going to make it in, top left corner. The Cougars are going to start this game off strong, not even a full minute in.
It's a little bit of sloppy defense there from the Bulldogs. Almost gave up an earlier goal earlier on in the possession during the breakaway back corner, but you need to tighten up a little bit there on defense and should be in for a good game.
Absolutely. Taking another look at it. As you can see, just a lot of wide possession. Making space is what the Cougars are really going to strive on today. Also what the Bulldogs tend to be known for throughout all of the divisions here on Adrian College's campus. Cougars now taking another commanding lead. Once again in the Bulldogs' territory, now taking it behind the net is number 25, Peyton Stoss. She passes it over to number 18, now making some room for herself. Shot just deflects off the left side. Now going over to Amelia Williams. She passes it back over to Hale McElhan. Shot on goal is going to be gloved. Lots of great back and forth. Possession really not staying with either team. What do you think about that so far, Sean?
It's been some back and forth, but you need to see the Bulldogs get down to the other end and really get some shots on goal. Other than that, I mean, Sault College has just done a good job keeping it in the Bulldogs' defensive end.
Very well said. as once again the Cougars take it back, making space for themselves once again after the face-off. Hannah Berenson trying to take it back in the corner, but can't keep the puck on her twig. Once again, regaining control, passes it off. But another shot on goal, absorbed by Hunt.
That's a good save there, protecting the 5-hole, making sure no goals squeeze through early. I mean, got to keep the score in 1 goal. That way they can get back in it.
Absolutely. No matter how much time is on that clock, you always have to treat this game like it's 0-0. Another shot on goal, far right from the goal. That was Donica West sending it all the way back to her own territory. Now being picked back up by Williams, taking her behind her own goal with a forward charge going past her blue line. Gets taken away by Gabby Broom, not able to stay on her skates, but a great swipe away. Definitely took away the momentum from the Cougars. Williams now racing back for it, fighting against Broom. Passing it up. And that's just going to go a bit out of bounds with an attempted pass over to Zoe Weaver.
Broom there for the Bulldogs had a great chance to get a shot on goal, one-on-one with the keeper, but you have to keep your footing there so you can get that clean shot and probably tie this game up.
Absolutely. I do believe we will see Gabby Broom, a fellow ACTV star. Love to always see our crew on the ice or in other sports that they may be playing. Love to show the support. Bulldogs now struggling in their own zone, losing possession. Material Land now taking it behind the Bulldogs' goal, passing it back over to Lucas. She then passes it back up to Land. Land tries to get a pass away, but it just hits the body of Shelby Goodman. Cougars now taking it back. Going past center ice is a very straightaway pass from Ella Zebley. Lucas sends it back. Walsmith passes it forward, trying to make a forward march, but not able to get there.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can really do there. When the puck comes right into your stick while you're offside, it's just unfortunate timing, and we're going to get a quick puck drop here.
Absolutely. Cougars having a very, very strong offense and defense, not allowing too many opportunities for the Bulldogs to capitalize on. Puck now going to the left side of the Bulldogs' iron, back to Holland. She passes it off to Alyssa Byers. Strong shot over, does not make it in, goes far right into the corner. Bulldogs now against the wall, trying to create some sort of space. Back over to Byers, she passes it forward up to Lee. Lee able to get it over to McCallahan. And that'll be picked up once again by Hunt. Pardon me, that was Lacklin, pardon me. Lots of letters in that last name.
That is a great glove save there by the keeper. Sliding to your right and just sticking your hand out to the left and making that glove save is really nice.
I always love to ask our other commentators, Dylan Knighton and Alex Herman, about their experience in the net as goaltenders, and it's the reaction time, what they have to do for their bodies to be able to get where it needs to be. It's just phenomenal, the amount of training and commitment they have. Bulldogs now creating room for themselves. Hannah Berenson trying to pass it back. A very unlucky situation. The puck hitting the top iron for the Bulldogs. Cougars now making more space for themselves as we see Donica West now charging forward. Gets it passed up, getting some new skates on the ice for the Cougars. Williams moving it back. Trying to get away from Lulu Weglars. I did not get my beauty sleep last night. And we're going to get an icing, taking it all the way back now for the very first face-off in the Cougars' ice.
This is going to be one of the biggest moments of the early game here, seeing the Bulldogs get the puck in their Cougars' end.
Bulldogs have the puck, but not to the extent that they want it. Aubrey Morrison taking space, tries to pass it up to McCarrigan with a bit of loss of possession from Weglars. Sault now pushing up from Emily Moore. 1v1 situation with her and the keeper. And Hunt is just going to get herself over top of it with a little bit of niceties being performed right in front of the net. Luckily, nothing too major.
Yeah, you have to perform those niceties there close to the net like that. Protect your keeper and get back into the action.
No doubt about that. Cougars take it right off the rip again after the faceoff. A very, very great pass to the center. I believe that was from Amelia Boyes, number 3. Not quite able to capitalize, get it exactly where she wanted, but it was a great attempt nonetheless.
That's going to be an icing there, and we really need to see the Bulldogs get on the offensive end and get some shots on goal. I don't think they have any yet, and we need to see this so that they can get back in the lead.
Absolutely. Out of the 5.5 minutes almost that have passed, we've barely seen, I'd say, maybe even just a minute of the Bulldogs not in their own territory, which is very strange to say for this program. Cougars now moving around. Pass back to Williams, taking her space. She gets it back over to McLaughlin. Williams sends it over to the corner. Met by McCarrigan, trying to speed her way over there. Weglars gets it back to Morrison. Morrison loses it. But now with a forward charge from Weglars, tries to get it over to Graham at around center ice. Very high shot from 21 for the Cougars, Caitlin Jacques. Bit of a small stalemate in the left corner. Bulldogs now passing around, trying to make space. Riley Kennedy not able to keep it on her twig. Goes back over to the corner. Jenna Jackson, very predominant and very aggressive going over there, fighting for possession. Lucas passing it over to Wallsmith. Shot on goal, gonna make it back into the net. The Cougars extend their lead over the Bulldogs, 2-0. We'll take another look at that. What are you seeing so far here, Sean?
I mean, that's just a phenomenal goal there. Top of the net, right over the glove. Just a little bit late getting that glove up there, and we just need to see it fixed.
Absolutely. What might you see that the Cougars are doing so right in these situations?
Well, it's not that we're not seeing the Bulldogs with the puck. The Bulldogs are getting the puck, and as soon as they're getting it into the neutral territory, the Cougars are taking it right back from them.
Absolutely. Just as another very quick shot on goal from the Cougars, being deflected on the blocker's side by Hunt. Cougars still currently lead in shots on goal as well, 6-0 over the Bulldogs. Another shot on goal coming from number 7, Donica West. Sault taking their space once again, a very, very good characteristic to see from any team, especially in a situation like this where you have the lead and you just want to keep extending it. Land passing it over to Byers. Byers tries to send it up, can't get quite picked up again by Land. Kennedy with a great block there, still providing some pressure. Shot coming from Grayson Holland. Bit of a loose puck, swept up by Kennedy. She tries to take it forward, loses it to Holland. Kennedy once again sends it back. And icing is going to be called off. That's going to be stopped by number 30, Farah Farstad. The goal minder for Sault starting it off. Hasn't been able to see too much action, but it looked like that's going to change right now. Over in the far left corner, some great pressure from Bria Hirschman, followed along by her Gabby Poff. Fighting for control, they end up losing it, being taken behind the Cougars net now, being passed up past neutral territory. Bulldogs once again reclaim possession. Berenson making space for herself, heavily pressured, tries to pass it up, can't quite get it to Storer. Poff trying to do something and generate what would be called as a mistake for Sault, but not quite getting there. And I believe that's going to be our first penalty of the game against Hannah Berenson. That's going to take the Cougars into the very first power play of this game. Being head coach Emily Kostelny right now, Sean, what are you thinking in this kind of situation?
Well, with this being her first game, her first home game here in Arrington Ice Arena, we need to see her turn things around, get a good penalty kill here, and switch things up, going the other way.
With a great body save coming from Jordan Hunt. Back-to-back shots on her, getting blockered by the knee pads and then the arm blocker. As you were saying, Sean.
Yeah, you got to get a good penalty kill here.
And unfortunately, the Tide rolls in, and the Cougars with another goal, extending their lead from 2 to 3 to nothing. Take another look at that. What are you noticing from this kind of situation?
That's just a really good, tight, close goal, getting it across side through the back of the goalie into the other post and in. There's nothing you could really do there outside of, I mean, unless the goalie has an extra arm. There's nothing she can do about that one.
A very well-deserved goal. Lots of kind of meditation skill had to go into that. Not many people can perform such a trick like that, getting it so close in close quarters. And as waiting for the referees to get business settled, and we are off again. Graham with a very positive start, trying to get possession right away, as is Weglars moving into the corner, and with a great center from Weglars, and a great attempt from Graham. Again, exchanging some niceties. Going to be expected win again, so close with the goal minder. Great opportunity, though, coming straight off of the puck drop. What did you see there?
I mean, coming off the puck drop, it's a good shot on goal. You just want to, if she had the chance to pass that back out and get an open look on that back side, that would have been the perfect situation, but hindsight's 2020.
No doubt. With such perseverance from Graham, the Bulldogs now struggling to regain possession as it passes neutral ice. Storer not quite able to get it away from the wall. That'll be sent back now behind the Bulldogs' goal. Morrison taking it behind. She gets laid down. That was alongside Zoe Weaver. Cougars once again taking their space. Bulldogs needing at this point to kind of anticipate this kind of movement, as another shot on goal gets absorbed by Jordan Hunt.
I mean, with 9 shots on goal and only 3 in, you're at about a 33% save rate. You want to get that up a little bit better.
Absolutely, but no doubt you do have to hand it to Jordan Hunt, getting constantly just battered with shot upon shot, still keeping her cool and keeping her focus going at such a heightened rate as well. You have to give her props no matter what. As we get another icing call, taking it all the way back into Jordan Hunt's territory.
I'm sorry, that would be a 66% save rate. My apologies.
Potato, potato, that's all we have to say for it. Cougars once again dropping it back. Once again, making space as we get a whistle. Wasn't able to see the call there. We're going to get another penalty against the Bulldogs coming up. I believe that is against number 7, Hannah Berenson.
Looked like that one was interference there.
Thank you. Actually, we're going to go to what I believe is 4-on-4. Nope. The Jumbotron was incorrect. I thought we were going into 4-on-4 hockey. It is just a regular penalty kill for the Bulldogs now, playing 4-on-5 advantage Cougars. As Moore races forward, hands it off to Land. Shot on goal just going to be too high. Now as Byers sends it forward. A great glove block by Maddie Grimm, sending it just left of the goal. Another great block by Grimm as the shot from Land goes towards. And Jordan Hunt is going to get another glove over top. Go ahead.
That's a great job by the Bulldogs there, making sure that they protect what happened previously. Hindsight's 20/20. Stop it this time, make up for last time.
No doubt, and it's going to continue to be just as important throughout the rest of this game for this Bulldog squad to continue learning as fast as they can from past mistakes in order to create their own opportunities. There hasn't been a lot of opportunities for this team to capitalize on, but that's just because of the fact that Sault has continuously been creating their own opportunities and not allowing for Adrian. Lots of great back and forth once again. And we're going to get an immediate penalty going against Sault. That'll be against Hale Macklin. Very unfortunate hit towards Aubrey Morrison. Seems to be getting on her skates. With just 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the Cougar power play, it's now going to go on 4-on-4 hockey. With just after the rest of this penalty kill for the Bulldogs, they will be at their first advantage of the game for just about 58 seconds.
Yeah, and those 58 seconds are going to be crucial. They got to squeeze a goal out of that.
No doubt. This is, as we were just saying, the opportunities that arise, they have to be able to capitalize. As we say that, Lily Storr having a lot of aggressiveness as it gets passed all the way back to Mia Nadeau. She tries to get it back up to Storr while Jacques and Stoss fight against the Bulldogs for repossession. Get sent back into neutral ice as Walsmith sends it back, but Hirschman sends it back over. Lucas taking her time, gets it over to Jacques. Taking it forward, still has possession, shot on goal. With some more quote-unquote niceties being passed along from Maddie Grimm as one of the Cougars gets a little bit closer to the goalmender than she was a bit happy with.
Yeah, Grimm's been performing these niceties all game, really, and it's nice to see her protect her keeper.
Absolutely, but you must also consider these officials can change their mind on how heavy they want to penalize both of these teams at the drop of a button. Bulldogs now back at full strength with the first man advantage they've had this game, 5-on-4. Just as Moore goes for a short-handed goal, this will be passed up to Weglars as she passes neutral ice, going into the left corner, but it gets taken away by Moore. Moore with pressure from Zebley. It's sent right into the center in front of the Cougars' goal for the first time. And for the very first time, Farah Farstad is going to pounce on the puck, getting the Bulldogs on the shot clock now, 1-12 against the Cougars.
Yeah, Farstad lunged out of her goal there to make sure she put the glove over top of that and get a face-off out of it.
It is nice to see that she is even just not having too much to do so far this period, still being able to stay on her toes, not getting too relaxed, not getting out of her focus zone. Emma Lee kind of racing around the check just as 10 seconds remain in the Cougar penalty kill. Maddie Grimm now racing forward, moving past center ice. Still heavily contested. Now a 1-on-3 situation, passes it to the center, can't quite get it to Weglars. Cougars now taking it forward. Jordan Hunt pouncing on it, not able to get her glove on top, but still taking away the opportunity for a goal. Holland moving around, making space, sends it to the right corner. This will be received by Nadeau. Taken away. Shot and in the goal. Number 12, Grayson Holland. Her first goal of the afternoon. Top right corner. Let's take another look at that one.
Yeah, it's a good pass from the back line up to Holland. And, I mean, Holland with a quick stick to get that up off the tape fast and into the back of the net. Not much you can do with all the people blocking Hunt's sight vision.
Absolutely, just a lot of cluster, which you could argue could be very good, but also very detrimental. Like you say, with the goal minder's field of view, it almost prioritizes that ability to see and know where everything's coming from, rather than having the excess of defense. If you might agree.
Yes, definitely.
Getting passed back to Lucas, she hands it off to Sullivan. That gets sent over to Jenna Jackson, not able to capitalize on a shot she was hoping for. Lucas takes the far shot, and a very easy glove for Jordan Hunt. Just over 5 minutes left in this first period.
That's a smart stoppage there by Hunt, making sure she gets the face off. It's not going to go on the shot on goal, but if they would have gotten a clean look at that, that would have been an easy goal backside right behind her.
Absolutely. And as we say so much about the opportunities that the Cougars have been creating for themselves, it's almost as if before focusing on their own opportunities, these Bulldogs are going to have to focus on stopping the Cougars' opportunities first and foremost. Cougars trying to skate around. Shot on goal from Land, sending it just above the net. Getting back over to Wallsmith. Another shot on goal, over to Land again. Hunt not able to get sight on the puck and get her glove on it. That'll be taken back once again by Moore. She passes it back to Lucas. Caught on the skate of Aubrey Morrison, not able to get off of the top of it. Storer now charging ahead. That gets sent back to the right corner where McCarrigan charges for it. She sends it away. Lucas picks it up, taking it to the center. Shot too far left. Poff racing for it, able to get it away from the immediate danger, but gets picked back up again by Donica West. Shot, gonna be too far left once again. Sent back to the right corner by Land. McLaughlin, I can never get that name right. McLaughlin. Another shot on goal. And we're going to get a whistle. Wasn't quite able to see the call. But we're going to go into a face-off right in front of Adrian's bench.
I believe that was offsides.
Thank you. Cougars take charge once again. Boys passes it over to Williams. Williams up to Lee. Lee over to the right corner, where that's going to get picked up by Jacques. Back over to Boys. With almost an opportunity. Grimm almost able to take it away. Pardon me, that was Graham. Jacques taking it to the corner again. Alongside West. Going past center ice. Open puck. Both teams racing for it. Weglar's not able to get it. Zebley not either. Stoss moving forward into the right corner. Passes to the center. Jacques not able to capitalize. It was sent, but could not get her twig on it. Bulldogs now taking it past the blue line. Almost get it there. Lee taking it forward once again. Grimm now moving back. Battling Jacques. As Graham sends it behind her own goal. She charges for possession once again. Cougars taking their space. Shot. And that's going to hit the chest and drop down into the pads of Jordan Hunt. so much going on, so much to analyze. What are these key factors that you continue to see throughout this first period?
I mean, it seems like the Cougars are just a shoot-at-will mentality right now, get every shot towards the net possible, knowing that probability is they will score more goals than the Bulldogs if they do that.
No doubt. And once again, them still leading for the shots on goal counter 19-1 against the Bulldogs. Marcy passing it up. Bulldogs lose possession of the puck once again. This gets charged forward by Byers. She sends it forward to the left corner. And Jordan Hunt with a very slow attempt to pounce on top of the puck. She's going to get it.
I don't think Hunt realized how fast the Cougars were coming in there to try to poke that puck through and just get a gimme goal.
No doubt, especially with how quick her instincts have been so far this game. Being able to block off 15 of 19 shots, that was very surprising to see. Bulldogs now trying their own hand at back and forth. Was working for a second. Cougars once again take charge. Moore sends it to the center from behind the net. And with a swift shot on goal from Annika Babineau.
And there we see Hunt's fast reflexes again, so it was probably just her not being aware of how fast the Cougars were coming in. She still got her great reflexes there on display.
For sure. But then you also have to wonder, how is the level of communication between this team? Is it maybe not being where it needs to be right now?
I don't know if I would go that far. I just think they were all trying to get Hunt to take that puck, and no one was really paying attention to where the Cougars were. When you're down 4-0 in sporting events, it becomes you have to do the little things right, and that was just a blunder.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It is the little things that always add up, especially in a competition like this. Lucas sending it up to the right corner. Picked up by Weaver. That gets sent to the middle. Just going to hit the skates of Poff. With Weaver once again picking it up, sending it to the center. Can't quite get a twig on it from Jacquez. And just as it goes back to Lucas, we're going to get another call.
It looked like that puck might have gone up and touched the net there, so we might be getting a drop.
I believe it did. That is going to be the call. Going into another face-off with under a minute now, just barely less than 50 seconds. The Bulldogs must remain strong in order to get. You must think head coach Emily Kostelny, pardon me, probably has a lot of notes for this team. Knows exactly where they're maybe not capitalizing on and where they need to improve, but nonetheless, still a great job from both teams. Keeping their heads high, whether they're in the lead or not. And it's all about that. It's about the attitude that you bring onto this ice.
Yeah, the first intermission for a new coach is always one of the most important ones, no matter the sport, because that's when you get to give your feedback for the first time in real action.
Absolutely. Cougars now once again taking space. Shot on goal, going to be deflected. And Jordan Hunt, quick top onto the puck once again. Really focusing on not allowing any more close quarters attempts after what she had seen earlier. Zebley not able to get the puck down to her own teammates. However, Graham almost with a very swift interception, but another shot on goal from Boys. And another swift shot on goal from Byers.
Yeah, Hunt's doing a great job holding these pucks here, but she's got to be aware that if she looks up and sees all gold, she's got to get that puck out of there so that they can get going the other direction fast.
Very true. There hasn't been a lot of opportunities for recovery to send it to the other side. But as the horn blows for the end of the first period, Cougars leading over the Bulldogs 4-0. I know we've been talking a lot about it back and forth over these last first 20 minutes. But what is it going to take? What are these Bulldogs going to have to realize going into the rest of this game or just even in the second period, what needs to change, and what do they just need to do to combat against these Cougars?
I think aggression is key. So we're seeing a lot of passive play, and what I think Coach Caselny is going to really harp on is maybe not being so passive, maybe getting the puck in the other end and getting as many bodies down there as fast as possible to get shots on goal. When you have one shot on goal, I personally think maybe it should be two. I think they had one that didn't get counted, but when you have that one shot on goal, maybe you just need to, you're down 4-0. You need to make aggressive plays. You need to maybe play a little bit looser, not as stiff. Hunt, like I was saying, maybe instead of covering that puck, maybe she dishes it out behind the net, gets them going the other way fast. That's really all I can say. There's not a lot of notes when you're down 4-0.
I think you put it perfectly. It is just a matter of making sure that you can be aggressive, have those opportunities, and once again, capitalize.
Yes.
But nonetheless, these Bulldogs are still barking, and they are hungry for the remaining of this game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be back right here in Arrington Ice Arena for more Adrian College hockey right here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity, a time that you will always look back on as special years, never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu.
And welcome back, everybody, to Arrington Ice Arena. Once again, I am your host, Dakota Schneider, joined by Sean Whitmer. Heading into the second 20 minutes of this matchup between Adrian College and Sault College. Sault College Cougars currently in the lead 4-0 over Adrian. And just kind of at the end of the last period, talking about aggression, creating opportunities for yourself. I mean, how do you think it's going to turn out? Do you think they're going to come into this and they're going to know what they need to know?
I think the coach is going to really show her skill here, and she's going to get them going in the right direction.
Awesome. And we're off once again. Cougars now taking, once again, another commanding lead, creating space, going back even far into their own territory. Rushing forward, West, now passing it off to Jackson. Back to West. Takes it to the center, shot, too high. Graham, setting it back. McCarrigan getting trapped behind her own goal. Jordan Hunt not sure where the puck is. She thought it might have been behind her. A great shot deflected coming from West. Jackson picking it up once again. Taking it to the center. And just gets taken away by McCarrigan, and that'll get gloved by Hunt.
The Bulldogs really got to watch that stick on the defensive end. There's been a couple close calls that just a little bit away from being tripping.
No doubt. Just keeping a very active mind about where you're going. A very common phrase said by a lot of hockey players is that stick is just an extension of your arm. So just being aware of where that extension might be could be the difference between a penalty and a goal.
Very true.
Byers, about a bit of a swing and a miss, but still able to get the puck over to Land. Land sending not quite the shot she wanted towards Hunt. Hunt able to pounce right on top of it, denying any chance of goal.
And that's a great job by Hunt there, holding that one, making sure there were a lot of Cougars around the goal in that one, holding that and making sure that she keeps the puck for her team for a drop.
Absolutely. Doing a great job, as we've said, throughout the entirety of play so far. A bit of a shot on the back for Moore coming from her own teammate. Still able to get it forward towards Land. Now passing the blue line. Nadeau keeping heavy pressure for the Bulldogs. Byers with another shot. Goes too far right. Kennedy passing it back over to Grimm. She sends it along the left side, now going past neutral ice. Boys now rushing towards it. All icing is going to be called off. Handing it off to Holland. Over to Stoss. A little bit of pressure from Blasky. Stoss still able to move around. Just finally giving it off. Trying to give it off to Jacques, but not able to. It gets picked back up by Weaver. Shot no good. Moore trying to send it into the net. Great block again from Jordan Hunt.
And I want to give a shout out to Blasky there on that last defensive possession, making a dive attempt, trying to get the puck back, and then inviting on some contact. And that's great defense there from the senior.
No doubt. Showing great commitment. No matter what it takes, she was willing. Moving forward, Bulldogs taking it around their own net. Hirschman trying to move it forward. Passes over to the other side. Storr not able to get there, but quickly followed up by Berenson. Cougars take it once more. Now a bit of a wild puck going off to the side. Storr trying to anticipate where it's going to go. Jacques with the shot going over the net into the left corner. Stoss being pinned up against the wall. Cougars lose the puck, trying to get it into neutral ice. Finally sent away by Hirschman. And there's the icing.
And back on the defensive end again, there was Blasky. That was the one that pushed the Cougar up against the wall and got the puck away for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. You talk about aggression. That was your big thing at the end of the last period. Surely they must have heard you.
Right?
Very big rush from Jenna Jackson, trying to take it right away over to the center. Not able to. Weaver picking up the open puck with almost a great slip away from Hirschman. This gets passed back over to Lucas. Making room. Now up to Jackson. Jackson to the center. Weaver can't accept it. Hirschman sends it forward. Up to Poff. Poff trying to maneuver around Wallsmith. Can't quite keep the puck on her twig. This gets sent back up. Neutral ice territory. McCarrigan tries to get off to Poff, but can't. But a nice slip away from oh my goodness, Weglars. But Bulldogs lose possession once again. Great forward push from West, now trying to take it forward. Can't keep possession. Bulldogs once again with a charge led by Morrison. She gets checked away from it. And another pounce on top from Farah Farstad.
That was a great defensive pinch there by the two Cougars, trying to make sure that they stopped her from getting that clean shot on net.
Absolutely. Another point that we made, the opportunities being created by the Bulldogs. I mean, you have to agree that so far, I think within not even the last 5 minutes, more opportunities have been taken advantage of from the Bulldogs compared to the rest of the first period.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I would say that they're definitely playing a lot more aggressive, and you can definitely see the head coach, Kostelny, really pushing her players to play harder.
No doubt, as Hirschman able to allow it not to go too far into Bulldog territory, gets it back into neutral ice. Babineau now taking it up the left corner, tries to get to the center. Land was there to receive it, not able to get the contact she was wanting. Back over to Byers. She passes it up to West. This goes back. Holland not able to get quite the pressure she wants on the puck. And we see a very slippery Lily Storr just sliding around the ground. With a 1v1 opportunity, a great defensive block coming from Jordan Hunt. Absolutely just creating ample coverage over the entire net. What did you see there?
I mean, Hunt did a great job standing on her head, making sure in a one-on-one situation she makes the stop. Now going back to the other end, Cougar goalkeeper there, that's what I'm talking about. When you have only your players near you, make sure you get that puck out and let your teammates go.
Absolutely. And with another great block from Hunt, you just also have to notice, as she was getting approached by the Sault player, you could see her head just going back and forth, not even just moving with her eyes, but her entire head just keeping her center vision right on that puck. It's incredible to see. Sadly enough, for the Bulldogs, the Cougars keep pouncing back with a shot and goal from Amelia Williams.
That's another one of those traffic goals there, as we see here on the replay. I mean, she has a teammate right in front of her vision again, and it's just going to cause a little bit of a cluster there. Makes it hard to see what you're doing when you have another body in front of you. Now, if that body absorbs the shot, we're talking a different story right now.
Sad but true. Bulldogs now taking advantage of an open puck, send it forward. Poff struggling to keep her balance, still able to apply pressure. Cougars now sending it forward. Jacquez able to get it forward into neutral ice, but Storer still keeping it there alongside the help of Berenson. Going back now, Boys sending it all the way forward to center ice over to West, but swiftly taken away. Picked back up by Williams. She sends it forward, gets it back to West. West and Lee moving forward. We taking it to the center. A great shot and deflection. Lots of back and forth now. Hirschman sacrificing her entire body in front of the goal. This gets taken back behind the net. West moving it down the line. She collides with Blasky, both taken to the ground. Shot on goal too high. Going to the right corner now. Storer waiting for some sort of pass. Berenson struggling to keep it away. Great deflection coming from Gabby Poff. Bulldogs once again charging forward. Berenson taking it forward, can't keep a stick on it. Fair puck. Blasky taking it around the net, sending it up to neutral ice. Walsmith sending it up to Moore. Moore up to Stoss. McCarrigan almost able to get it up to Zebley. Not able to keep it there. McCarran is able to get it off to Graham, but once again gets it taken away. Shot on goal, then absorbed and pounced on by Jordan Hunt.
I want to go back to that breakaway that we seen for the Bulldogs. It's just an unfortunate line change time. When she's trying to make a break and go, she has no teammates with her because they just jumped off and her new teammates haven't jumped back on. It's just unfortunate timing, and that happens sometimes in sports.
Absolutely. It's just kind of not just the communication aspect for the members on the ice, but even those waiting to be transitioned in, and even coaching staff as well. All cogs have to be moving at the same rate, at the same pace. But it doesn't happen all the time, and that's not something you can just place blame on any one individual.
No, that's a full team working together situation. This being their first game of the season, you can see stuff like this happen.
Absolutely. With an excellent breakaway opportunity, Bulldogs now charging it forward, led by Weglars and Graham. Now going back to center ice. Land taking it forward. Can't stay on her skates, gets picked back up by McCarrigan. Takes it past the blue line and goes over to the right wall. Graham now keeping pressure, gets it just past her. McLaughlin with a behind-the-back shot just deflected by the Bulldog defense. Goes back to mid-ice to Williams. Tries to get a pass off, but it's deflected by Weglars. With Nadeau keeping ample pressure over on the left corner. It gets sent over to the right corner now. Jacquez sending it to the center. Can't quite get it to Babineau. Bulldogs now taking it to neutral ice. With some fresh skates for Adrian coming on now. Goodman with a very swift attempt. Babineau takes a shot. And a great glove block by Jordan Hunt.
I wish we had the metrics on it. I was just thinking about it. I don't think I've seen a goal go in with Blasky on the defensive end. She's been such a good defensive player this game. I don't think I've seen one go in with her out there.
Great note to take. Another great statistic. Jordan Hunt able to now successfully block and save 31 out of the 36 total shots on goal coming from the Sault College University, Cougars. Such a very swift game. It's very easy to get ahead of yourself when considering maybe how many goals have been scored, how many shots have been taken, but at the same time, the defensive attacks and rebounds have been phenomenal so far for the Bulldogs. And that's going to be a hand pass, which will take a face-off right here in front of us here in the broadcast booth. Marcy not able to keep it for the Bulldogs. This will be sent all the way back to the left corner in Cougar territory. Being taken back behind the goal now. Led by Moore. Being heavily pressured by two, now three Bulldogs. Still able to keep possession and move forward to the right side. Now taking it back to the corner. Sees an open opportunity, hands it off to Lucas. Lucas sends the shot in. Stoss and Land not quite able to get the contact on the puck for a shot. Goes back to neutral ice. Wallsmith now taking it back. Past the blue line, sends it back over to Stoss. Over to Moore. Swiftly moved away by Grimm. Hirschman trying to make a break for it. Can't seem to get anybody to receive a pass. Grimm with a high stick being called on her. This will take it all the way back over.
And Hunt's done a great job today, over an 80% save percentage. I mean, you can't ask for much more on as many shots as she's receiving.
No, and you also have to keep in mind, as a soccer player back in my early days, all back in my youth, one of the big talks was any goals, saves, it wasn't just on one person. It wasn't on one person in the defense. It is a whole team effort for everyone staying back. You have to be able to communicate and hold that pressure together.
Very true.
Land with a great breakaway opportunity. 1v1. Gets it deflected. Back-to-back opportunities with the first deflection and a very close rebound goal for the Cougars, both being saved by Hunt.
Yeah, I mean, that's a breakaway opportunity there. The Adrian defense did a good job trying to get back into the fold and make sure they help Hunt out so that she's not in a one-on-one opportunity. But like you were saying about the goals being against everyone that's on the ice, or in your case, the field, it's something where you want to look at like we've seen at least 2 goals today where it was just the defender gets in the way of the goalie's eyes and she loses vision of what's going on.
And I believe I do stand corrected that that puck actually did slip in past the line in that last instance. So the Cougars do extend their lead 6-0 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. Now once again, taking force over the Bulldogs all the way back into their territory and now all the way back over with a very good recovery from Anna Blasky. Bit of an open puck. Storer almost able to gain possession for it. And another great opportunity taken by the Cougars, extending their lead once again, not even 60 seconds away from the last. Now 7-0 advantage Cougars. Let's take another look at that.
That's just a really impressive falling down shot. I mean, if you can make a shot while you're falling like that, you just have to give kudos to the goal scorer and just keep going. Just keep fighting.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't dwell, no matter what sport you're playing or situation. You can't dwell on what's just happened. All you can do is take it into consideration, learn from it, and move forward. And that's exactly what these Bulldogs are trying to do. Just as Graham, trying to move into the red zone for the Cougars, just gets the puck taken away from her. Now being passed all the way back up to Babineau. Bit of an open puck. Morrison rebounding it, sends it to the other side, making room for herself and her teammate. That's what needs to be done. If Adrian is going to take anything from Sault, it's that they need to make space for themselves.
Yeah, and they need to play fast. If you look at Sault College here, they're playing very fast. They're getting up and down quick. They're transitioning fast. And Adrian just needs to take a page out of their book and do that as well.
Just like peanut butter and jelly, that aggression and the swiftness just comes hand in hand and makes a great recipe for success.
Yes, very true.
Bulldogs now sending it behind their net. Able to get it up to Graham. Bit of a stalemate on the wall. Weglar's not sure where the puck was, couldn't keep an eye on it. Getting up to Moore, Cougars take another shot. Body deflection coming from, I believe, either Marcy or Nadeau. Breaking free from a stalemate in the right corner was Lucas with a shot on goal, no good. Nadeau moving it forward, tries to get an open pass up, sends it up to Will Smith. Will Smith sends it back into Adrian's territory. Morrison tries to get it away, not able to. Nadeau gets it taken away. Moore sends it to the center. A very swift attempt coming from Land, still deflected. Another deflection coming from Jordan Hunt. Seemed to hit her face mask, and quite honestly didn't seem a bit phased from it. Now moving into the right corner. Moore looking for an open opportunity. Takes the shot, and that'll get absorbed by Hunt again.
Yeah, those are some phenomenal saves there from Hunt. I mean, when she sees that puck coming in and she can't really tell the height on it, so she's just going to stand up and take it right off the bottom of her face mask and then drop right back down. Make sure she's back to playing solid defense.
Just shows the level of focus that not even just the goal minders have to have, but anyone on this ice right now. And just after a leg blocker save and a great rebound from Peyton Stoss, the Cougars will once again extend their lead to 8-0.
Yeah, that's another one of those unfortunate timing things. I mean, let's take another look here, but the puck's going to come in hot off the kick pad, and it's going to bounce right back to Sault College there, and they're just going to flick it right up in it. Not a lot that Hunt can do in that situation.
Absolutely not, and doing a great job so far. Now being substituted off the ice, and coming to fill her place is number 31, Emily Tract, now taking the goal minder position. Cougars once again taking it back. Seems to be almost a ritual theme that they do after every single puck drop. And Tract starting off on the right track, pouncing right on top of the puck as soon as she can.
Yeah, and I think it's a smart time to bring in your backup goalie. I mean, they're playing again tomorrow, so maybe keep your starting goalie fresh, bring in Tract, and let her see some pucks, just in case she does have to play tomorrow or later on in the season.
No doubt. Getting experience is always, no matter what the situation is, whether you're up 8, down 8, getting all of your players experience and just ice time is what it's gonna take to continue to build this team even further.
Especially when we're talking about a sophomore who is still a young player. Getting this experience now is good time.
Absolutely, and just as we're saying that, a great back-to-back block coming from Tract, now giving off is number 7, Berenson. Sends it over to the right corner. Grimm not able to pick it back up. Now taking it, though, after a bit of a back-and-forth slashing competition. Storr moving forward, 1v1 situation. Can't quite keep the puck. Doesn't keep enough pressure until she swoops back around. Weaver with a very strong-headed attempt. Shoots it just too high and right of the net. Back over to the center. Shot blocked. Another blocked and pounced on top. Donica West. Let's talk about that for a second. Just getting the great handoff and being able to get that right away. Great execution. What does that say on Track's part there, being able to react to that?
I mean, it's great reaction by Track, but it's also great defense by everyone else. I mean, they're willing to sacrifice their bodies down 8-0. A lot of times you see in sports, once you get down, you don't see heart anymore, and we're still seeing that here today.
I think we're very lucky to say that's something you see throughout all programs here on campus. It's a great thing to see no matter what the advantage is, who has the advantage, is just keeping that fire in the eyes and still having that drive to continue to compete. Bulldogs now taking it behind their net. Passed up to Gimbel. Gimbel can't quite keep it on her twig. Williams creating space. Over to Boys. Stumbles, but regains her control just for a little bit longer. Swiftly being followed by Gimbel, going into the back right corner of Cougar territory. Just being able to get a pass off to Babineau. Up to Moore. Shot on goal, just deflected off the legs by Tract. Wallsmith in the left corner. Gets it swatted away. Bulldogs take possession. Moving it forward. And Gimbel with a very quick just willingness to give it away, trying to swat it away from her out of the red zone. Not taking enough time to keep it to herself and consider where she could put it. Wallsmith gets it back towards the back wall. Open puck. As it slides over into the right corner. Kennedy waiting for an open opportunity to receive a pass. And that's going to be sent forward by Blasky. Jacquez shot. Blockered save. This will go all the way back down to Sault's territory. Picked back up by Wallsmith. Sends it all the way to neutral ice for Lee. 1v1 situation. Makes space for herself. Isn't too quick on the draw. Passes it back to McLaughlin. Shot. Absorbed by Tract.
I think with just under 23 minutes left in this game, we're going to start to see a lot of extra players play. Players that necessarily weren't in the game plan for either side are going to get some time now because they do play again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So we're going to see that take place here as we go forward.
No doubt, and especially considering a lot of teams like to consider the second game in a series kind of like the final straw of it, just as we once again see the Cougars extending their lead, now taking 9-0 over Adrian College. Take another look at it. Just very quick on the draw when it comes to the rebounds especially that we see. The Cougars are very great at taking rebounds and capitalizing on the opportunities once again.
Yeah, no, they're very talented at that, and they seem to have very good reaction, and they're not losing focus even up in a game, which is when a lot of teams will lose focus. When a score is in large separation is when teams will start to lose focus, and Sault College just seems to be continuing to pressure here.
Absolutely. Both teams for sure not losing any motivation as we get a play stop to allow Donica West to exit the Bulldogs net. Very odd situation to be in.
Yeah, and I think there might have been a little bit of niceties happening there in front of the net, and she just ended up in the net. Like you said, it's a weird place to be when you look up and you're in your opponent's net behind the goalie. almost like what's going on.
Cougars striving fast after the puck drop, sending it back into Adrian's territory. Hirschman sends it forward. Storr trying her best, racing all the way to the other side of the ice, not able to get it back in her possession. Not able to go far enough for an icing. West now send it to the middle. Another shot on goal. Deflected, given away, not immediately pounced on top of. That could have been maybe new tactics or just the surplus of people in such a small cubic area. Nonetheless, a great idea in both of our opinions, as we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, very true. And we got a little bit of stick on the ice there, so I'm curious if one of the refs are going to come pick that up here soon to get it out of the way of play.
Yeah, players trying to push it away as best they can. Puck shot on goal, bit of a glove block away, not quite able to get a grip from tracked. With just under a minute now in the second period. Puck bouncing off of the still loose stick on the ice. No one really addressing the problem. If we can get a stoppage in play, it might be addressed, and we're going to get a delayed penalty. And that'll be an offsides.
And there goes the stick, as one of the Sault College players will transition that stick over to their bench where the player that lost it was sitting.
Take it to the lost and found. Someone will find use for it.
Very true.
23 seconds left. Bulldogs almost with an opportunity to take it past neutral ice. Nadeau gets it forward, but Babineau now sending it back towards Adrian's territory. Nadeau pinned up against the wall, trying to just keep it in her possession, not allow for another opportunity. Just as the horn is going to blow. That's going to end it for the second period for this competition in the Arrington Ice Arena. So many of the same common themes, maybe not even the same themes we saw in the first period, but a lot of the same tactics for both teams being used, and just a lot of the same things. The Cougars taking it back to their own territory, making their own space wherever they might be. The Bulldogs changing out their goalies now. Going into this final 20 minutes, what's something else that's going to have to be capitalized on now?
Well, I honestly expect Sault College to swap goalies. They didn't swap goalies there during that period. You're up by 9. Like we said, let's see a different goalie. Let's see some let's get them some experience, because we might need them later on in the year. You never know. So I expect Sault College will likely make that change. As far as Adrian College goes, we've seen them play a lot more aggressive, and once Emily Tracht got in, she only gave up 1 goal. I think she played for 10 minutes and only gave up 1 goal, so that's not bad. In a situation like this, as a coach, you're going to want to look at the bright sides of what's going on, and that's something that I would almost assure you head coach Kostelny is going to touch on. Look at the bright sides. Try to keep your team's morale high. That way, in future games, their game against Sault College tomorrow, they're not beating themselves up for the mistakes they're making today.
No doubt at all, and just such a great way to put it from our own Mr. Brightside here, Sean Whitmer, up in the booth. But for now, going into the last 20 minutes of play, Sault College against Adrian College. Advantage to the Cougars 9-0. We will be back in just a few short moments. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Adrian College hockey here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @AdrianCollegeTV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time for this matchup between the Cougars of Sault College and your Bulldogs from Adrian College. I am your host, Dakota Schneider, joined by Sean Whitmer. Going into these last 20 minutes, Cougars starting off strong, with repetition continuing, taking it back into their own ice, but swiftly being intercepted by the Bulldogs with a great breakaway opportunity. Storer almost able to get it towards the center, but the Cougars take it behind their own net. Storer once again with an opportunity, can't keep possession. Gets taken away by Lucas as she passes it up to Jackson. Jackson sends it to the middle, just hits Morrison in the back. Morrison gains possession, tries to send it up, but gets it taken away. Lucas passes it up to Jackson. Up to Babineau. Back over to center ice. Back into Adrian's ice. Up to Hirschman. Hirschman can't keep it on her stick. Holland moving just past Bruiser's head. Gets it slapped away by Storer. Recovered by Byers. Sends it up to Land. Land rushes down the right side, passes it over. Gets it over to Moore. Moore passes it once again over to Byers with a swift shot. Caught by, I believe, still number 31, Emily Tract.
And I'm actually a little bit surprised that we didn't see the backup keeper for Sault College come out. We still have Farah Farstad in there.
Well, you could go either way, absolutely getting the second string goal minder some experience, but at the same time, with only experiencing 2 shots on goal within the first 40 minutes of play, you still probably want to keep first string as warm as possible.
Especially when you play tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah. You read my mind. Cougars being a bit more aggressive to maintain the puck. Now passing it over to Land. Land sends it over into the corner. Picked back up by Moore. Sends it behind the net over to Byers. Moore once again sends it to the middle. Over to Holland. Holland shoots. Deflected. Not quite picked up by Tract. It gets sent all the way past neutral ice. Over to what could have been an icing. Going to be called off. Weglar's not able to keep it in her possession. Stoss now moving forward. Shot. Deflected close hand. Back in neutral ice. Poff sends Stoss into the wall. Still can't keep the puck. Being taken back over to the left side by Jacques. Poff fighting. Able to hand it off to McCarrigan. She sends it up to Goodman. Goodman over to Marcy. Marcy takes a bit of a sloppy shot, but a shot nonetheless. A little bit wide left. Marcy still keeping great pressure. Cougars now send it with a forward march. Slapped away. Picked back up by Goodman. Marcy with the swift race over to the puck. Can't get there, but once again, keeps great pressure. Cougars taking it to center ice. This gets handed off to Jackson. She sends it to the right side of the net. Back behind the net now. Marcy going to intercept, can't quite get there. Lots of back and forth. Walsmith making space for herself and her teammates. Lucas now going past half mark of the ice. Weaver with a shot on goal just wide. Lucas once again at the blue line. Moving forward in the right corner, tries to center it. Just gets swatted away by Maddie Grimm. Rebound at the blue line gets sent back far to allow for substitutions for the Cougars. Pass unreceived as it goes back into the Cougars' territory. Pressure from two Bulldogs, able to get it around. Land takes it once again past the blue line. Bit of a struggle session with Hannah Berenson. Two shots now deflected by Tract. Bulldogs trying to get it out of the danger zone. Gimbel able to get it away from the Cougars, but they swiftly re-maintain possession. Land taking it to the right corner. With a deflection over to the right corner, the puck goes into a stalemate, slips out. Back over to Kennedy. She takes it up the wall. Moves it into neutral ice. Was expecting Morrison to be further up, but with no dice. Cougars moving it back. Jacques going back into Bulldog territory, sends it up just too high. Rebound secured by Emma Lee. Lee again once in the center, but not able to keep it there. Boys sends it back. High left with the pass to the center over to Lee. Swatted again, away by the Bulldogs. Lee in the left corner. Moving it to the center. Shot. Absorbed into the body by Emily Tract.
Yeah, that's a good save there. And, I mean, now we're looking at probably about 15 minutes for Tract of one-goal hockey. That's solid goalkeeping there, and she's playing for a spot.
Absolutely, and no doubt the Cougars haven't let up at all, still having so many of their starting roster with names such as Jacques and Lucas and Byers all there on the ice, constantly badgering her with shot upon shot and doing a great job so far.
Definitely, and I mean, Tract knows that if she can play good for the rest of this game, there's a conversation for maybe she's just the right goalie for this team and maybe plays again tomorrow.
A puzzle piece that might have just been discovered. Bulldogs now in neutral ice with a little bit of a forward march, just now losing the puck, but a strong march indeed. Blasky fighting for possession in the right corner. A little bit of cheering for what was suspected to either be a goal or a save. It is going to be a save.
And if you notice, Blasky's back out there. So the defense was good again, and Blasky, I didn't see her make any plays specifically, but every time she's been out there so far, it seems like the defense seems to play a lot better.
Definitely a key component for this squad. Moving past behind the net. A 1v1 for possession, now a 2v1. Cougars now take it again behind the net. Close quarters opportunity for a center. No dice on the goal. Lucas. Up to Stoss, back to Lucas, creating space. Shot from wide. Jackson gives it back to Walsmith, and that's going to be another glove.
That's another great save. I mean, she's been doing so good at just making these great saves. And like you said, Sault College is still so aggressive, and they're still taking so many shots, whether they're on goal or not.
Not letting up, and once again, seeming to kind of find themselves able to take these opportunities in close quarters, which is something that has worked out for them before, but still yet, Tract only letting up one goal since she's been on the ice. Bulldogs able to get it in Cougar territory. Still fighting. Very aggressive compared to what we had seen at the beginning of this matchup. Shot just wide. And that'll be gloved right as Mia Nadeau was going to maybe take advantage of the situation. There wasn't too many offensive players in the direct area, maybe hoping to take it away, as you had been talking about earlier. But I think kind of the mindset right now for both goal minders that have been on the ice is just playing it more safe than sorry, which you can't blame.
No, you can't blame, but at the end of the day, you need 9 goals in 12 minutes. You're going to need to start pushing that puck fast.
Absolutely. Another great glove save by Tract, sending it into a face-off now in the right corner of Bulldog territory. Sent back up to Byers, riding the blue line. Over to Moore, moves it towards the center. Shot, deflected off the shoulder. Cougars regain possession. Another deflection. Another deflection. 2 back-to-back shots. One coming from number 10, Zoe Weaver. And with another shot going up to the high netting.
That's 4 straight saves there in that possession. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for from your goal minder, and she's been doing a fantastic job here.
Absolutely. The focus and just not letting that goal out of sight has definitely been a key piece to that puzzle, being able to not letting anything past her. A very far center, all the way from what seemed to be almost the blue line. Puckney now back at Williams. Open puck, available for anyone to come and take it. Almost sent far away by Berenson. Cougars now centering it with a shot on goal coming from Babineau. Bit of a falling shot from McElhen. Once again, Babineau sending it behind the net. And fighting for her life is Maddie Grimm just behind the net, trying to get possession, not able to. Berenson picking up the pieces, now taking it forward. Joined by Marcy as we have a breakaway opportunity. Berenson, a 2v1 opportunity. She needs help. She sends it to the middle. No one there to receive.
Yeah, that's a situation where you just have to have someone there trailing for that quick goal opportunity.
Very sad to see such an excellent opportunity almost capitalized on, as we've been hoping for the last 50 minutes. But no one there to receive. And just as it happens, number 6 for the Cougars, Emma Lee, takes it down solo with a shot and goal, extending the lead 10-0 for the Cougars. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's a great work skating through there, trying to get as close to that goal as possible and get a good angle on it. And at the end of the day, it was just a great shot on goal. Not much that you can do there. Tract would have had to make a phenomenal play to make that save.
Lots of strive coming from Emma Lee, taking it all the way down, battling the Bulldog defense all on her own, able to get it from what seemed to the top left corner of that net. Cougars now taking it behind their own net. Bulldogs keeping it in their territory. Now moving to neutral ice. Walsmith taking it forward, still has possession. Shot, no good. Another shot, deflected. Back-to-back shots from Walsmith. Morrison, not able to keep it on her twig, gets it back to her own teammate. Nadeau sends it forward. Now over to Hirschman. Bulldogs once again trying their hand at trying to make space, but just pushing it a bit too far forward. And a slap away coming from Storr sends it into the left corner.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
That's a great word there, space. And that's something that Sault College has done a great job just closing space, not letting anything easy open up for Adrian.
It's just the name of the game when it comes to two teams like this, especially with so many, I'd say all hockey teams here coming from Adrian College usually do so well with it. And as Maddie Grimm sends the puck high, hitting the 2021 to 2022 year NCHA League champions for the men's NCAA team. But like I was saying, no matter if you're from Adrian College, you're from Sault College, you're from Trine University, if you can't manage to create your own space, you're constantly going to be swarmed, and you're not, again, going to have those opportunities. It's that word I think we've said a million times today. It's all about these opportunities you create for yourself. And with an opportunity now coming from Graham trying to get a forward charge, gets it taken away. Emily Moore taking it into the Bulldogs territory. Blockered save coming from Tract. Graham now taking it forward again. Cougars get it over to Land. Hits her skate. Holland picks up the pieces. Over to Byers. Bit of a leg deflection from Grimm. Going over to the left corner. Blasky sends it over to the far left side. Holland reclaims it, sends it forward. Over to the center. Shot. Glove save. Can't quite get the grip. Still in play. Open puck going into the right corner. Heavy competition and aggression coming from Maddie Grimm. Fighting for it for sure. Sending it over to the left corner with Blasky once again fighting for it. And we're going to have a delay of penalty coming directed towards Anna Blasky as she's not able to keep her balance. And that is unfortunately going to be a power play for the Cougars. Definitely not a position the Bulldogs want to be in right now.
No, definitely not. When you're trying to make a comeback like they are, being short-staffed on the ice is just not something you want to have to deal with at the same time.
With 2 minutes on the penalty clock and 7:49 now, we're moving forward. Advantage to the Cougars. Taking their time. They know they have the advantage. Making sure they can completely capitalize on this opportunity. Tract not letting them do so as quickly as they were hoping. Over to Walsmith. Shot just left. This goes back to Lucas. Right in the blue line. Over to Walsmith. Another shot too far left. Goes back to West. Moving it towards the center and up. And with a very slippery puck, it's just cupped out of the net. Another shot from West, blocked. Rebound by Walsmith, takes it back. Now going past neutral ice into her own territory. Creating ample amount of space. Back up to Jackson, they send it to the right corner. Getting a whole new line now for the Cougars. Bulldogs taking an opportunity with the lack of pressure, trying to move it forward. They get it to neutral ice. Their efforts are stopped right at the blue line. Open puck sliding back towards center ice. Passed over to Land. Land and McCarrigan fighting each other with a great pass right over to the left side to Emily Moore. Emily Moore sends it right back into the net. That extends the Cougars' lead 11-0 over the Bulldogs with just 29 seconds left in the power play.
Yeah, and that's a big goal there. Yeah, that's a big goal there during the power play. And if you notice, the person in the box there was Blasky. And with her not being on the ice and them being short, it just seems like that defense faltered.
No doubt. Missing one of your crucial players will definitely be a damper on the mood, whether you're down in person completely or not. And with a little bit of pushing and shoving just on the right side of the Bulldog net, the officials will be swift to separate that. Just with such a short amount of time left in this game, you don't want anything too serious to break out, especially with having to play another game tomorrow. Cougars, expecting to have possession right away after the faceoff, aren't getting exactly what they hoped for. Bulldogs now with a breakaway opportunity. Hirschman sending it forward, gets it up to Morrison. Morrison struggling for possession, just gets it taken away. Byers taking it behind the net. Morrison still keeping pressure alongside Storer. Byers passing it back. Holland maneuvering around the offense. Now takes it past the blue line. Shot. Deflected but not grabbed. And after a quick absorption tracked, does in fact take possession of it, sending it into a face-off.
Those are two great back-to-back saves. I mean, deflected the first one. It kind of looked like she thought she caught it, and then it almost looked like it was an accident that she thought she caught it, and as she was looking down at her glove, she took another one straight to the stomach. So that's a great second save there, too.
No doubt, especially after realizing that you might not have it, and just that rebound right in your mind being, okay, I don't have it. I have to get right back into this right now. Another shot by Jacques was not able to get the contact off the stick. Now being moved back into the center by McLaughlin. No goal, deflected. Gets back to Williams. Shot deflected by Blasky. Able to get it out of immediate danger, but the pressure is still there. Around the net goes Stoss. Back to Williams. Back to Stoss. Swatted away. Berenson doing her best by herself to keep it away. Stoss once again. Shot from close quarters, no good. But the second one gets in by Haley McElhan.
Yeah, that's a good goal there. Here, let's watch this again. I mean, just pushing it straight back through and being able to get that deflection in. I mean, there's not much that the keeper can do. When you save it that close to the goal, you need one of your teammates to poke that puck further down the ice or clear it in general. You don't want to have to deal with a second shot on goal so fast.
It really just comes down to who's going to be able to get the rebound first. And with the lack of defense being in the immediate area, it, of course, was going to go straight to the Cougars. Now going over into the right corner. Swing and a miss 2 times coming from Shelby Goodman. Not able to get it away from her and out of danger. Jackson sends it all the way up to Weaver. Zoe Weaver still managing to stay on her skates, but has to pass it back. Sent forward by Boyce. Jackson sends it back into the corner. Recovered by Jackson. She takes it behind the net, making space, moving slowly. Goes back to West. Back to Jackson. Shot deflected off the stick. Kerrigan sends it to the right corner, tries to get it far away. Williams recovers. Shot blocked by glove, not caught. Kerrigan taking it again. Handed off to Goodman. Goodman swats it away. That'll go all the way back down. Boys racing for it. Regains it in the left corner. Passes it off the wall, gets it to Land. Land still pressured by Graham. Bounces off the stick of Storer. Cougars regain. Shot. On goal deflected. That was from Babineau. High puck just hits the glass. Going past neutral ice. It's a 1v1 race. Storr struggling to get there. She gets it, sends it to the center, but no one's still there.
Yeah, you would expect them to make that adjustment by now, having someone skate down in center ice to get those deflection goals to go in.
Bulldogs not able to keep the pace of play they'd usually be hoping for. Lucas looking for the puck, sends it. And a very easy glove for Emily Tract. Once again, going back to that opportunity, it was such a great breakaway and could have been the moment that they were looking for to get even a bit more stride for this team, but with the lack of communication and forward pace, just not able to capitalize.
Yeah, and I think at this point, if you're Adrian College, you're pushing to get a goal, because leaving today with a 0 on the board, it can hurt your confidence for a game tomorrow. Now, coaching can correct confidence at the end of the day, but you want to get a goal on the board so that it's easier to look at when you're talking about a 2-game series playing again tomorrow.
Lucas taking it past center ice. Sends it forward. Tract hands it off. Not gloving it right away. Possession lost. In a close quarters center coming from Jacques. Not able to be capitalized on. Back in neutral's ice. Looks like we do have a player on the ground. Looks to be, I believe, Shelby Goodman. Seeming to be struggling.
Yeah, and she took a really big hit there, transitioning, got the puck poked away, and just took a massive hit.
Absolutely. We are going to take a quick, short break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Taylor Yount, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the close-knit community feel. Whether it's a sport, Greek life, an on-campus job, or another student organization, Adrian College has something for everyone. You can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. Hi, I'm Taylor Yount, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the close-knit community feel. Whether it's a sport, Greek life, an on-campus job, or another student organization, Adrian College has something for everyone. You can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. Hi, I'm Taylor Yount.
And we are back. That was number 28, Lulu Weglars, taken to the ground, able to get up with some assistance. Praying for a swift recovery for her. With just a minute 37 left in this game, not something you want to see. Not something you want to see in general, but especially with such a short amount of time left, it's really not optimal for either team. Right off the face-off, Cougars take possession. With the pass intended for Jackson, blocked by Storr. Jackson regains possession, able to get it back up to Stoss. Taken away once again by Berenson. She moves away from it, moving with speed and intent. She takes it forward, tries to get it to the center, passes it off to Storr. Shot blocked by the defense. Another shot on, and that's going to get gloved by Farah Farstad.
Yeah, and I think they might have just found something. I mean, that's the best offense we've seen the Bulldogs have today. They skated fast through there, and in a quick spin, opening up a shot, you just need to get it in at this point.
Absolutely, and going off that, usually the common theme we've seen, just whenever the Bulldogs have possession, they quickly lose it, but they kept it continuously. No matter how many defensive players were on that, Storr was able to keep it right at her feet. Getting passed back to Berenson. Back over to Berenson. Bulldogs making their space, something we were hoping to see earlier, but better late than never. Cougars now taking it forward. Weaver leading the charge. Gets it smacked away. Rebounded by Land. And a shot on goal gloved. 37 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and that's a stoppage there that's going to allow AC to decide what they want to do. is one of the schools going to kill time here and just get out of this one, or is AC going to keep trying to be aggressive to get that 0 off the board?
I think from what we're seeing now and from what we've seen all game, I don't see either one of these teams letting up, even for the remaining 25 seconds. Bulldogs now charging in neutral ice, swarming the puck, trying so hard. Bulldogs recuperating themselves, getting ready for one more march forward with just under 10 seconds left. Grimm passes it off the wall, tries to get recovery. Byers sneaks it away. 1 second left, and they can't get it off in time for an extra shot. With that buzzer, that marks the end of this game, first game of the series between the Cougars and the Bulldogs. Any last final comments that you've seen from both of these teams? That honestly, a great matchup either way. You see so many shots on goal on the scoreboard and just so many great opportunities taken. Maybe not by both teams, but opportunities by both teams nonetheless.
Well, first off, I want to say that it's really good that Lulu Waglars was able to get off on her own power and get off the ice. That's very good. That's what you want to see for a team's athlete. At the end of the day, a 73 shot on goal difference is something that you have to tighten up. You need to see improvement for tomorrow. You have to see improvement as a team, as a coach, as a player. Improvement is key when you're playing the same team back to back. And there's an old adage in sports, it's hard to beat a team twice back to back. So we'll see what that carries over for tomorrow.
Very right indeed. Well, at the end of the 60 minutes, the Sault College Cougars take the win 12-0 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. A great competition, from both sides. Lots of heart and lots of strive coming from both sides of the bench. But nonetheless, a matchup that we will once again be able to see tomorrow. Stick around. In a little bit, we will have another puck drop here in Arrington Ice Arena. The men's ACHA Division I team takes on Liberty University with a puck drop at 7 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, it has been an honor and a privilege to share this experience with you for your first call, Sean. It has been an amazing opportunity, a great game, like I said, from both sides. But thank you so much to everyone at home tuning in, and we hope to see you later on here on Adrian College Television.